I started in what was asset management, and I was working the phones. That was my first job. And then from there, I went into compliance. Did some time there because I have some legal education, so that was helpful. And then I got into electronic banking. And then from there, I got into product management for business clients, and now into wholesale markets today. And I think every step along that way, you know, every time I went into a new role, or even wanted a new role but maybe didn't get it, knowing people throughout the business was definitely helpful, and knowing people that I maybe wouldn't have known otherwise had I not made some kind of effort to get in front of them or meet them or shake their hand. It doesn't pay off right away. It doesn't always pay off, but sometimes you're really glad that you remember someone's name and you spoke to them, and it's just a constant background support to what you're doing.
So just a little bit of effort to push yourself to do, maybe email, meet somebody, so much value in the long term.
Absolutely. And as I say, you make it a habit, and it's second nature to you after a while. It's not effortless for everybody. I get that. You know, not everyone's gregarious or extroverted, and I don't think you have to be. But if you're willing to talk to people, and I think the more people you talk to, the more you have to say yourself, right? Because you can say, hey, I met someone in your business, you know, so and so, and et cetera. It's toughest at the front end, but you know, the rewards are biggest towards further on. But I think people, they keep that in mind, it will really give them a lot of encouragement.
And you speak from experience. When you were just coming out of university, you weren't that outgoing.
No, I think I was a little shy at first. Yeah, I remember coming out of school, and my uncle knew someone at a firm in Vancouver when I went to school in Vancouver, and he said, you know, phone this guy, just phone him and talk to him. And I was just, I for some reason I thought, why is this guy going to want to talk to me? And so I never called him. And you know, so yeah, that's the way I was then, for sure. I thought, why would he want to talk to me? I'm just some guy coming out of school. There's tons of people coming out of school. I don't know how to execute a trade tomorrow, so what's he need me for, right? So the truth of the matter is, they know that, right? Everyone knows that people coming out of school can't, still have to learn on the job and do things. Everyone knows that. So, you know, if you think that you're gonna, that you need to be a walk-on right away, I think you're deluding yourself.
I think this is perfect into the next section of the interview, because I asked a question from a student that emailed me.
Yeah.
And so Kevin from Ryerson wants to know, being somebody who's really shy, what advice would you have for them? Kind of expand on what you just said.
Yeah. I'd say first, accept it. You know, don't. So that's it. That's the state you're in today. Doesn't mean that's who you are. Shyness is not a genetic trait, right? And it's not necessarily a negative thing either. So I think if you accept it and just say, well, okay, what's the behaviors that I have to learn and get better at, and then start doing it. And it's going to go, for Kevin, I would say you're going to have some crunch times, right? You're going to feel like an idiot. You're going to be tongue-tied. Someone's going to say to you, are you okay? or something. And look forward to those moments, because you're going to look back on them and go, hey, that's the time I sort of broke the curse and stepped forward. It's definitely something he can overcome, and it's not a game changer. It's not debilitating.
Was there anything else that you wanted to speak on? Because I think I didn't want to take up too much of your time. We already did about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I guess, you know, last minute is just a bit about attitude, and you know, we kind of covered it in this last question, but I would add that, you know, you're just out of school, you've got a degree, you've got some credentials, you maybe have some experience. This is a good time in your life, you know. Get out there and enjoy it, and if you approach this with the right attitude, that it's a good process for you, and that that you can and you will figure it out and get better at it, that will make all the difference. So for Kevin and shyness, you know, he could just look at that as you know, this is something that I can remedy, and it's going to be fantastic once I do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, great. That's about it. I just want to thank you
Cheers.
for being on JustCoffee.
Yeah.
And if there's maybe another time you can come back if you have more advice to give.
I'll be glad to. There's always a tension between hiring the person who can hit the ground running and then hire the person you want to be there a year or a year and a half later. So someone, so there's these table stakes, your ability to do analytical work. So we'd have some questions around their ability their experience and abilities managing data. But really that's table stakes, right? That's day one behavior that you expect from someone. But longer term, you want someone who can grow. And so personally, what I like to look for in the interview process is